Hello there, welcome to You Do You. My name is Mark. This review of Parfum de Marly, Herod. Here we go, a fruity top. I'm getting a very faint peach. Tobacco seems to be the fresh kind. There are some spices here. Musk, definitely clean musks. The very immediate spray is really quite gorgeous. Very youthful. It is very clean. It's not particularly complex, thinking that it was going to be a beast, but it's certainly not. It's so very polite. I looked at the notes, and the peach thing that I was telling you about is very probably coming from the osmanthus, which has an apricot facet. One thing about Herod that I'm really liking is that frequently when we're talking about a tobacco fragrance, tobacco fragrances tend to be really at times invasive. Like it's a very loud note. In Herod, the tobacco is very tame. It's very contained. When the osmanthus mixes with the vanilla, along with the musks, really quite wonderful. Herod's very easy on the nose. Really did not expect to describe it by the word that I'm about to say, but it's actually mild. It's gentlemanly. For all the good things that I can say about Herod, that it's perfectly polite, nuanced enough as to be interesting, composed of really beautiful, clean musks, a tobacco leaf that is never at all obnoxious, really well tempered. For all of that, I still think it's overpriced. This is a kind of scent profile that can come out of Bulgari. Cinnamon that it opened with, it's completely gone. And it was never really strong to begin with. Some of the middle note of osmanthus is still here. Also, the musks are still there, but mostly what I'm getting now, after an hour, is ISO-E Super, which again isn't exactly a terribly expensive ingredient. If you are a frag head, you really can ignore Herod. It's not groundbreaking. I can't imagine a serious frag head being crazy about Herod, but if you are a regular person with regular concerns, like you just want something that's fairly smooth, fairly posh, nothing that attracts too much attention, in fact, something that you could wear to anything, like you could wear this day or night, any time of the year. I think the marvelous thing about Herod really is the perfumery that was done by the perfumer Olivier Péchot. I think this is masterful wizardry. With fairly inexpensive ingredients, he came up with something that's really quite winsome. Herod is really dumb reach friendly. Reasons to get it and reasons not to get it. Reason to get it, it's very well blended. It's attractive and clean. It's very versatile, very well blended. It's not obnoxious. As for the reasons not to get Herod, one, this is something that could come out of a designer house. It's a designer fragrance released by a niche house. Reason not to get it, number two, it's not really performing significantly better than a very average designer fragrance. It's not like it's a skin scent or anything like that. It's just not really projecting so much. Third reason not to get it is that fragrance of this quality ought to be priced the same way that the fragrances by Bulgari and or the fragrances from Armand Jane. The fair price would be within that range. You can very easily spend less money for something that is just as good. After an hour, you get ISO-E Super, Musk, and Vanilla, and a bit of osmanthus. For that profile, which would be the long run of this fragrance, could do better.